and I gotta tell you, because again, I'm so thrifty.
Mm,
I be out here like I'm like,
you are.
got them, waited for it to go on sale. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something that I peeped. Now you know, Lane, I've had this slight addiction with
Yes.
Macy's.
I knew you were going to say that.
Macy's became my coping mechanism when I was going through my PhD program and I didn't have a life and I was fried. I would just be on the app in bed,
Yeah.
favoriting stuff, putting it in my cart, leaving it there. And I did it for so long that I learned so much about the game as far as how stores play with the prices. And I
Mm,
found it highly intriguing to see. And I actually watched it just in the last couple of weeks because I was just curious to see what would be different, um, to where the price literally changes day to day, can change day to day.
yeah.
I've also watched and can confirm with certainty that I have watched that after something that I bought on sale, the sale ended, the price went down more later.
Wow.
And so
That's
the
weird.
game is on. And I think, I mean, I'm a business owner, so I'm never going to show up to a conversation bashing businesses, because this is the world we live in.
Yeah.
Businesses, if you own a business, your job is to make money. And so when you talk about big boy corporations, they spend millions of dollars understanding how humans think and behave, and then capitalizing on that. They know more about how we think than most people. In some cases, they may know more than us as licensed clinicians when it comes to behavior, right? And so sadly, we are preyed upon. You could call it preyed upon. A business owner would say, we are doing our research and responding accordingly, right? And I think this is why it's so critical that we do our own homework, because everyone who stands to make money, take your money from your pocket and put it in theirs, is studying your stuff, as every business owner should, right? And so
Right.
I think the challenge, though, number one, we generally, if we just remove the holidays from this conversation, folks really are not strong, generally speaking, in financial literacy, money management, budgeting in the first place. Um, then
Right.
you have the consumerism put on top of that. You put the holiday on top of that, right? So we could have this same conversation outside of the holidays and talk about the data on how much people use their credit cards, live on credit cards. And because that's a whole nother thing. People, if you're not aware, and sometimes people choose not to be aware because they know this is the only way they can do it. But when you
Right.
charge something on your credit card, your interest rate, right, is typically, credit cards, you're not going to get that great of an interest rate. So you 12, 13, 20, 25%. And unfortunately, the worse your credit is, the higher the interest rate is, if you can even get a
Yeah.
credit card. So now let's talk about the sale. You're feeling good because you got the TV for 550 and it's normally 800, right? But you charged it and you took 2 or 3 years to pay it off. Honey, you probably paid more than the 800 over
Yeah.
time, because if you look at the interest that you pay, right, you are literally losing money. And that was one of the things that I did to really help me level up in my financial behavior years ago, was really, if you look at it, and again, I think we oftentimes don't look at it because we really don't want to know.